Hello from Oxford, Alabama, where it was an emotional day for the Hartselle Tigers. Yesterday, they had to say goodbye to their legendary head coach, William Booth. The winningest all-time head coach in AHSAA baseball history passed away yesterday at the age of 79. But despite that, his team had to take the field for Game 1 of the 6A championship. It's safe to say that the Hartselle Tigers have had an emotional 24 hours. From the passing of their head coach to gearing up for a state championship game, there has been a lot on their plate. And they didn't get the start to the state championship series that they were hoping for. Hartselle fell to Hillcrest by run rule this afternoon, 14-3, and now must win both of their games tomorrow at Jacksonville State if they want to raise a blue map. But Coach Jack Miles said although they lost a big part of their team in Coach William Booth's passing this week, they're still focused on bringing home that blue map. And he says that's exactly what Coach Booth would have wanted.
That he would be frustrated if we're talking about him and not the ball game. I mean, I just know that's kind of who he is, and he would be wanting to get ready to go play tomorrow. He probably would take us and go practice tonight. But you know, he's a special guy, and he always has been, and he would expect our kids to compete. He's the all-time wins leader in the state, but there's so much more to him, and our people in our town know that. And so, I guess his message would be, you know, you got to work harder, and you got to compete a little bit harder and see what happens. And he always had a little magic with him, so we hope he shares a little bit with us tomorrow.
On top of the baseball action taking place here at Choccolocco Park, the Class 3A and Class 2A state softball tournament got underway as well, and 4 North Alabama schools took the field. It wasn't the start to the tournament that our area teams were hoping for. In Class 2A, Hatton lost in their round 1 game 15-1, but they bounced back in their elimination round games, taking down Horseshoe Bend 4-1 and Zion Chapel 3-2 to stay alive and advance to play tomorrow. As for the Pisgah Eagles in 2A, their path was pretty similar to the Hornets. They lost their first game of the day 2-0, but followed it up with a dominating performance over Summerton Christian and Pleasant Valley. And they will now play Hatton with the spot in the state semifinals on the line. That game between the two set for 9 a.m. tomorrow in Oxford. In the 3A state softball tournament, the Plainview Bears took down Piedmont 7-2 in the elimination bracket, while Madison Academy advances after beating Winfield 2-1. The Mustangs and Bears will face off tomorrow in the 3A state quarterfinals. That'll wrap up our coverage from Choccolocco Park. Tomorrow, the Class 6A state championship comes to a close as the Hartselle Tigers take on Hillcrest at Jacksonville State at 10 o'clock. Reporting from Oxford with coverage you can count on, Nolan Knight, WAIT 31 Sports.